The phenomenal one, AJ Styles, is back, but unfortunately he didn't return to a phenomenal show. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. When the heck was the last time we seen a phenomenal show in wrestling? I don't think it's ever happened, to be honest. It was that long ago, I can't even remember. I need proof. I need to get like a history book. I need something. People believe in the Bible. Well, I need a wrestling Bible to prove to me that wrestling was once good, because we're watching it every single week and it's no longer good. In fact, it's tough to watch, and when you've got a SmackDown without a CM Punk, you've got a SmackDown, in my opinion, that ain't worth shit, buddy.
I think the last time that happened, AJ Styles had short hair and he hooted the gay community. I think that's the last time this show was good.
Well, hold on, he's got long hair, but I would guess he still hates the gay community. Probably just doesn't say it.
Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with the second option there. He just doesn't say it. But we'll be interested to see what AJ Styles' views would be. Come on, give them back to AJ Styles.
Come on, AJ, see when you retire. But then again, he's probably made friends with WWE and he doesn't want to upset any feelings.
I'm sure he fits right in it, Saudi.
Yeah, anyway,
we want to push them off the rooftop, AJ. I am.
You are gay. Anyway, right, we kick off the show with a gay Bloodline segment. Roman Reigns comes out, Green Bay. Acknowledge me. I mean, we think we're maybe getting something new, something fresh.
One would describe a gay Bloodline segment as AIDS.
What?
Gay Bloodline? Blood?
AIDS. Oh! But yeah, no, we get Roman Reigns coming out, same shit, acknowledge me, then he tells everyone to shut your mouths, and he can't boo me, I'm the tribal chief, he says he's here to celebrate, it's promotion season, because I'm a good boss. You're a fucking shite boss, you're never there. How are you a good boss? You leave your so-called, bloodline, you leave your family sitting every Friday night without the tribal chief there, so how are you a good boss? A boss is a leader. He's never here to lead. He's talking pure pish. The guy's not a leader. Guy's a fucking bum. It's actually sickening when he claims he's the best of all time, or people say he's the best champion. It's like, maybe if you only started watching wrestling in the last 4 years, but, I mean, come on. I mean, this guy got booed his entire fucking career until he got teamed up with Paul Heyman.
It's all the faceless Twitter accounts with like current WWE shit as the profile pictures that think Roman Reigns is fucking brilliant. That's what I mean. That just goes for everything in general, though. That goes with football and like TV shows. People haven't fucking educated themselves with good shit. They just assume the stuff that they're watching right now is the best stuff they've seen.
See all these people that comment and tell us, oh, wrestling's good. If you don't stop criticising wrestling, why are you saying wrestling? Why did you say it was bad? It was good. If you don't stop criticising wrestling, I'm going to unsubscribe. Did these people actually... Were these people... Have you got the network subscription? Have you watched like when wrestling actually was good? I'm just out of curiosity.
No, they mustn't have, because
it fucking baffles me. But then again, we know YouTubers like Walt Culture have watched wrestling when it was good, yet they prefer today's stuff, so who knows?
Who knows?
Anyway, what I don't prefer is Roman Reigns, crap promos, born the tits clean office. He's on about how someone deserves a promotion, and you just seen this coming a mile away. He's clearly on about Solo Sikoa, but Jimmy Uso thinks that he is talking about him. Why would he be talking about Jimmy Uso? Jimmy Uso is the guy that quit. Jimmy Uso is the guy that said he was out. Jimmy Uso is the guy for the longest time was trying his hardest to be accepted back into the Bloodline, and I don't even know if he's got the official, confirmation to come back in. Jimmy Uso is the guy that loses. Jimmy Uso is the guy that loses every week, whereas Solo Sikoa is the guy that wins and takes care of business. Solo Sikoa is the guy that gets flanked everywhere by Paul Heyman, and Jimmy Uso just tags around like a bad smell. How could you possibly believe that if anyone's getting a promotion, if anyone is hired to the Bloodline Roman Reigns throne, the tribal chief throne, it was obviously Solo Sikoa, but they're trying to make it out as if it's a shock. I mean, only a retard thought that Reigns was talking about Jimmy here, not Solo.
Yeah, it blurs the lines between seriousness and comedy, I think, the Bloodline. I think it's almost like too forced, where it doesn't work either way. Like, it's so obvious it's Solo, and it's not like a case of when they had the other Uso.
Try telling Jimmy that.
I know, but it's not like they have the other Uso insane there, where it's like, oh, it could be 1 out of 4. I mean, it's a 2-horse race, and there's 1 horse running.
The other one's been put down. The other one's stuck in the stalls.
One's riding solo.
Yeah, anyway, crap promo for Roman Reigns. Randy Orton then comes out, tells Reigns, for the past 18 months, you're all I've been thinking about. Reigns says, well,
Hey.
for the past 18 months, I haven't thought about you once. I mean, Roman Reigns has barely been on TV. Do you think about Orton? How many appearances has he actually made in the last 18 months? If we're not exaggerating it, I think 20 might be a fair amount, and that's including pay-per-views. Has he appeared more than 20 times in the last year and a half?
I'd say he has.
Really?
Yeah. Yes.
Has he had more than 6 pay-per-view matches?
Crown Jewel, SummerSlam, Money in the Bank, the other Saudi show, Mania.
That's 5.
It wasn't that Elimination Chamber. No, he had a match against Zayn, did he not? I did.
Alright, that's 6.
Rumble against Owens.
That's 7.
Yeah, but that's just naming pay-per-views. Fuck me. Think what the normal shows he's on.
Well, no, he's not on them.
Yeah, but if I've named 8 just back to the start of this year, then how it's probably it's 20 even for this year.
Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit.
No, he doesn't show up, but let's not over exaggerate to the point of like Benoit's made more appearances on him.
He might have.
In hell.
I'd say John Cena's made more appearances this year than Reigns. Maybe. Anyway, point is, he's not there. He's never there. Randy Orton goes to hit him with an RKO. Reigns is acting surprised. Orton's like, oh, almost got you.
You crapped your pants, boy. You crapped your pants. Welcome to St. Louis, Missouri, where we eat shit because we're gay. But yeah, Roman Reigns
calls himself a legend. Orton tells him, don't forget, I am the legend killer. And that was...
I like that line for Orton, but then he said, Daddy's back. No.
Is AJ Styles... Maybe that's why AJ Styles turned on Orton, didn't he? Doesn't like this whole Daddy's back.
Well, he punched the LA Knight.
Well, maybe he's going to take it Orton next week.
Are you a part of the gay community? Yeah. Fucking back there.
Knocks his teeth down his throat. Anyway, that was pretty much it. So there you go.
Let's move on to the stuff that matters. Not really.
First match, Carmelo Hayes, Grayson Waller, first round match, number 1 contenders tournament. Grayson Waller hits like a reverse corkscrew DDT off the top rope.
MVP's move.
Looks like it kills Carmelo Hayes. He done a really good job of selling it. Who knows? Maybe he did land on the back of his fucking head. But the point is, I mean, that should be a move that wins a match. And you just know. I'm not saying WWE's as bad as AEW, but you knew it was not going to win the match. And then you see moves that are much less impressive finishing things, and it's like, why?
Yeah, I just don't understand this on free TV, but it's been a part of wrestling now for ever since the PG era, man. Anyway,
Carmelo Hayes wins. Do you think because they can't be as edgy with characters and promos, they think that if they go over the top, do you think that could be anything to do with it? They thought if they try and put on like what they consider better matches and focus more on the in-ring, that'll make up for the non-in-ring, so to speak.
Yeah, I think that's probably part of it.
Well, it's not fucking working. Carmelo Hayes wins, he advances. Orton then tells LA Knight that he doesn't need his help. They have no beef. So Knight needs to stay out of Orton's way, but Knight says that, last week they picked up a win and they worked well as a tag team and he's going to be the man who takes everything away from Roman Reigns. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he also said about the fact here, my alarm's going, you need my help, which is alright, I guess.
Anyway, up next, Kevin Owens, Austin Theory. Owens had a broken hand. He ends up using the hand to punch Austin Theory, knocks him out with the cast.
Haven't seen that before.
Boring. Any thoughts on this? I mean, Kevin Owens coming out with the bricks breaking. It's not quite the glass shattering.
Why does Kevin Owens need to be Austin Theory? He's injured. Why not just play into that?
Yeah, if he's injured, I mean, maybe they want to go with Paul versus Owens, but
Owens is a guy that needs released.
No, I don't get though, right? If Austin Theory can't beat Owens when he's got a fucked up broken hand, when can you beat him?
No, but why couldn't Austin Theory beat Cena at Mania? Beat Bobby Lashley and Seth Rollins in triple threat matches?
This is a guy that cashed in Money in the Bank, by the way, for a US title shot.
Yeah, so why can't he beat...
But now, listen, this guy cashed in, but now he's having to go through blood. It just doesn't make any sense. WWE's fucking retarded. They're doing a tournament, not because getting a shot at the US title belt is prestigious, but because Logan Paul's not there, so they just need to fill it in for a month. That's all this is.
Why not fill it in with Roman Reigns? have Orton, Styles, and LA Knight in the tournament.
And I think tournament should be for the world title. Just
Yeah.
doesn't really sit right with me.
I've always said this. I don't understand why you would go through all this blood, sweat, and tears for a title that they would just hand.
On another week, they could get gifted it.
No, let's just fucking talk about it. So we've got a tournament here that's lasting weeks, like you said, because Logan Paul doesn't do Fridays every week.
But what's Orton done to get a title
Orton
shot?
comes out, yeah, big dog. I'm gonna piss in your piss over there at the lamppost, buddy. I want a title shot.
And Orton's getting one.
LA Knight did the same. It was pretty much Cena went, here, I want it, but this guy deserves a wee bit more than me. That was it. LA Knight got the green light.
That happened at the last pay-per-view. There was like a shitload of matches where nobody earned one. And Nakamura, I'm pretty sure, got a title shot, didn't earn one. The tag team title shots weren't earned. The Rhea Ripley defense, nobody earned that.
What is it with Nakamura getting the rub of like the story finisher and the champ?
It's just mad that some people get gifted world title shots, but yet these guys are running through hoops to get a shot at the US title. It's like, come on. Kevin Owens wins. Roman Reigns is backstage. He's mad that Randy Orton ruined Solo's moment. He said he needs to be silenced. It's promotion season, so it's a big night for Jimmy. He's going to do it by himself. Jimmy wants to back up. He thinks that Solo should get the job done, but nah, Roman Reigns thinks that Jimmy's the man to do Jimmy's the man for the plan.
And he said yeet, and then Roman turned his head very slowly and was like, damn.
It was a little bit funny, I'm not going to lie, but I mean,
See,
it was...
to me this is acceptable. Like, yeah, this is like, it's not forced, but the first segment, it's like, fuck off, Jimmy, you know what's happening, son.
Yeah, then we got a Karrion Kross vignette. I mean, it was basically what we've heard before, only this time he didn't say TikTok at the end.
Release him.
Oh, I'm going to unleash, never mind unleash, you need fucking released. But he said he's going to unleash terror and shit on SmackDown.
See, a TV show, right? When would they, like, bring a character in, hype him up, and then after a few episodes, like, obviously you can't kill him off and bring him back, so let's just say he disappears into the background, and then for another, like, episode, hype him up, oh, this killer, man, he's from New York, he's gonna fucking kill you.
See, for me in wrestling, you're right, that doesn't happen. See if something fucks up, you have to just scrap it, and if you want to give him another chance, you change the character.
Yeah.
You don't just... Something just doesn't fail, and then you take him away for 6 months and come back and do the same shit. It doesn't fucking work.
It doesn't work like that. Like,
See if you don't try new shit, they're not going to get over. Like, see if Kane kept doing Isaac Yankem pish, then, you know what I mean, he wouldn't have became Kane, Glenn Jacobs.
like, he's already... he's been a face, he's been a heel. He did the time gimmick. He's wore a gimp mask.
No, but some
What can he fucking
some
do?
wrestlers have actually went on to have amazing careers, and I can't really think of any off the top of my head right now. But some of them in their first like kind of gimmick just hasn't worked.
Bradshaw,
They've came out, they've tried something.
Hardcore Holly,
They've tried something different, and it ends up working for them. So I just
John
don't.
Cena.
Yeah, John's fucking Cena. John Cena coming out with the wee tights and saying ruthless aggression wasn't enough.
Yeah, exactly. So why is Karrion Kross? What's this relentless gimmick of just trying? But it's not just Karrion.
I'd split them up.
It's not just Karrion Kross.
No, it's not. It's not just Karrion Kross, but I would split them up. I'd give Scarlett Bordeaux a chance in the women's division. She's never going to do anything. But then again, it's bullshit because now we live in a world where I don't really care about being successful or getting to the top. I'd rather spend time with my husband. So they don't want to be split up. They're probably going to be kept on the same brand. Triple H ain't going to do what McMahon done, try to test people. So he's going to keep them on the same brand. And while they're on the same brand, I mean, there is no kayfabe just because for the pure fact they're married in real life, they have to be together on the show.
This is a more recent gimmick, this thing, though. I think it's Triple H because he doesn't release people. See, back in the day, see when McMahon released McIntyre and then he comes back? Could you imagine instead of releasing McIntyre, he just jobbed him out for 6 months and it was a repackage and he's like, I'm going to use my sword and I'm going to come back stronger than ever.
No, but the keyword you used there is repackaged. McMahon would repackage people and give them another chance.
Adrian?
Triple H isn't... They're not doing this. They're taking people... and they're failing, and then they're like, right, well, we'll take you off TV for 6 months and we'll bring you back, exact same gimmick. And
all the marks, though, Buddy, Vince, right, they've buried them in the past, like, WWE just pretends things didn't happen and gloss over it. What's Triple H doing with this then? Enlighten me. Like, what, are we just supposed to forget what Karrion Kross has done?
Yeah, I mean, look at Bray Wyatt, man. It's a guy that tried to repackage himself and it just didn't really work, did it?
Oh, the people, the crowd. Oh, but you know what? He sadly passed away, so let's just over fucking hype him. Brilliant idea. I mean, let's not kid ourselves, right? Bray Wyatt's return from late 22 to his match against LA Knight, and just after that, it was horrendous.
Like, see Devon Dudley, for example, right? They tried brand split, Reverend Devon, and I enjoyed it, right? But he started losing matches, it lost steam, and they could have took him away for 6 months and then brought him back on SmackDown with the exact same gimmick and started pushing him even though he couldn't buy a win before. Or they just bite the bullet and go, you know what, fuck it, this ain't working, have him team back up with Bubba and have the Dudley Boys reunite.
Yep.
That's what you need to do sometimes, but for some reason with Karrion Kross, they're giving the guy the same shit as he was doing before.
And there's nothing there.
There's nothing.
But no, it doesn't help him as well, though. They don't book him strong. Not that he was booked
strong. No, what doesn't help him is his wife's the star of the show. No, not the show, but his wife's the star attraction of the duo.
Yeah, he's the jobber of the...
If you're the guy and no one gives a shit about you and everyone cares about your wife, then you're destined to fail. Mark Merrill. So, it is what it is. Sonny and Chris Candido. How is Chris Candido ever going to make it? I don't give a fuck about Chris Candido. Anyway, we had the Kayla Braxton backstage vignette interview with Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens says that Carmella's first time we're fighting each other, and that was basically it. You know, he said he won't be a pushover. These guys have respect. Do we really want respect? I want a bit of edge, a bit of needle.
I want a bit of extremism. I don't want this job of shit.
We got a Damage Control vignette. Bayley said she will be entering the 2024 Women's Royal Rumble. She's going to challenge Rhea Ripley when she wins. The Kabuki Warriors are going to become the Women's Tag Team title champions, and then that's pretty much it. They're going to hold all the belt apart from Dakota Kai. The only thing she's holding at the moment is crutches, so I don't know what's going to happen there. Charlotte Flair, we get an update. She's going to be out for 9 months following the injury that she suffered last week. So that means she's missing the entire WrestleMania season, and then... probably coming back at August, September time. Maybe back in time for SummerSlam. But it's a long time.
Yeah, I mean,
they'll just keep the title warm for her, you just know it.
Yeah, see the fact this is like a forced absence, she's getting like 10 titles out of this.
Yeah, it was, as soon as you come back, Charlotte, we're going to give you the belt.
She's just... I'm fucking sick of her, man. Honestly. I think... The women's division in WWE has been stale for years. Just the same people.
What I think they need to do is, I'm not even joking with this exaggeration of a number. I think they need to release at least 50% of the main women roster, and with that, promote at least 50% of the NXT roster.
Yeah.
What are we waiting on? What the fuck are we waiting on?
I'll argue the same with the men as well.
I agree. Why have you got the likes of Cora Jade and Tiffany Stratton and people like that? Why are they on NXT? Why can't they get their chance on the main roster? Why do we get Shayna Baszler and Tamina Snuka and Natalya?
When was the last time...
And quite frankly, these old bastards or bitches or whatever...
When was the last time we had a new era ushered in? Like McMahon coming out in the Ruthless Aggression? Why can't Triple H come out and he's like, you know what? I've made some big changes.
I'd say
How fresh would it be though if they literally released half the roster and brought in half of NXT?
I think the last time WWE felt fresh is when they brought the brand split back.
Yeah.
And they had SmackDown Live and Raw.
Yeah.
That felt fresh, and I actually think that rejuvenated wrestling. I think that was probably the best year we'd seen in wrestling for a few years.
Yeah.
So I know, mate. But I mean, they've tried the brand split again.
But that was a proper brand split.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't
just the bland split.
The bland split. You sound like Kenny Omega there.
Wait, do you want to cross me?
I don't crust you, buddy.
Large intestine player.
Anyway, Charlotte Flair, she crushed her ligaments, so hopefully she's alright. Well, she's not alright, but...
hopefully she's not alright.
Woo!
Third
match, the Kabuki Warriors with Dakota Kai versus Maya Yim and Selena Vega. I mean, this...
You want to talk about release?
No, this Kairi Sane return got hyped up. People were mentioning Kairi Sane returning in the same sentence as CM Punk. Because I remember there was like a bunch of returns and they had Cena, Lesnar, Orton, Punk, somebody else who I cannot remember, and Kairi Sane. And I'm thinking, why are we including her?
Was it Nia Jax?
Nah, the Marks don't like her. It wasn't Nia fucking Jax.
It was definitely another woman, though.
No, I don't think it was.
No.
Nah. Maybe Sasha Banks if it was a woman, but I don't think it was. Anyway, point being is, see the Kabuki Warriors, I mean, this isn't a racist thing or whatnot, it's really not, but you could literally pluck any Asian person, put them in a tag team with Asuka, and there would be no difference.
No.
Well, that
You can't even cut a good promo.
There's a couple of Chinese people in NXT. Shia Lee, you could put Shia Lee with Asuka, Kabuki Warriors. There you go.
Yeah.
Wendy Chow could dump the fucking pillow, pick up a sword, and she'd be in the Kabuki Warriors.
Yep.
There is nothing. There's nothing there. It's Kabuki Warriors win. Who gives a shit? I don't. Do you?
No.
Jimmy wants to know if he's getting set up, but Solo won't tell him. Solo says tonight, you're going solo.
You're going solo.
Well, he didn't but something like that would be a nice wee reference. Didn't happen though. Then we got Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. They fairly run down the remaining competitors in the US title tournament, especially Santos Escobar. And then we got a Santos Escobar promo where he says, Bobby, I used to wear the nice suits as you. I still appreciate them. But next week I'm going to basically beat you. So, I don't know. Escobar or Lashley, I think the winner should be one of those two. Although it won't be because we know that, I don't know. Well, it could be Lashley, I guess, but it's probably going to be Owens.
All these guys jumping through hoops for Logan Paul. Mince? Escobar? Why didn't they just stick his wee family together?
Yeah, Escobar says when he gets through with Bobby, he will never want to show his ugly face on SmackDown ever again.
The suits that made them interesting.
Yeah, now he's ditched the suits.
Oh man, get back on your boat like Diaz for 5 6.
Surely the LWO just should have all turned on Ray. I just don't get it. Go back to
Legado del Fantasma.
Yeah. Anyway, fourth match, final match of the night. Randy Orton, Jimmy Uso. Just we you know who's going to win. What didn't interest me in the slightest. You knew Randy Orton was going to win. We had interference. Randy Orton does win. Just Knight comes out to try and make the save after the Bloodline come in. Then we get AJ Styles, who had a pretty big pop. I know he got took out by the Bloodline, but I mean they've just completely buried AJ for the past 4 years, where I just don't really care. It's going to take a lot for me to care. He's not just going to return for like a 4-month injury, and I'm going to all of a sudden start freaking out.
Yeah, but you've also got to bear in mind, it's like no one has got a chance against Roman Reigns.
Especially not AJ fucking Styles.
No, but knowing that no one's got a chance against someone, it takes away from it.
Unless the music you heard at the end was, if you smell la 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 la, what The Rock is cooking. Anyway, we get AJ coming out looking like he's been in the gym, and I tell you what, I don't know if it's a thing with the TKO or the Endeavour or whatnot, or whether it's McMahon or Triple H or Michaels or somebody said something, but I think I have noticed that in WWE, people are looking in better shape these days.
Punk, Orton, Styles. I mean, that's the 3 returns right there. Other people as well. And you know what? Fair play.
I think it's more noticeable with Punk because obviously in AEW he did look like a bag of shite.
I know. Also with Styles, so I noticed straight away as soon as he came out, like his left arm looked like he was fucking.
But I guarantee you, if Jericho returned, McMahon wouldn't be like, I see that flabby belly. Come back with that.
Come back with that, Jericho.
He'd have to work out. So I don't know. Maybe WWE are like, right, we're professional now. We're moving to the big leagues. You need to look the part. But anyway, AJ takes out LA Knight with a clothesline, then he walks off, and that was it. Randy Orton's just left there staring, thinking, what the hell was that? And I'm thinking the same thing. It was a boring SmackDown, a really boring SmackDown. It was probably worse than Raw, to be honest. I know it's an hour less, but
at least Raw had like the Punk Rollins.
This had nothing.
No, I'm going to give it
I'll give it a 1.
I'll give it a 1 too.
1 out of 10.
No, it's funny though. There was nothing overly bad. But there's just nothing remotely.
It was overly boring though.
Yeah.
Overly fucking boring.
A very safe show.
And when you do a very safe show, in my opinion, it turns out unsafe.
Yep.
because it's putting your fears to sleep.
Safe from a rating.
Anyway, guys, that's it. Let us know your thoughts down below. Pretty long one here, 25 minutes. Catch you in the next one. Until then, been Fog Wrestling. Thanks for watching, and peace.